So, welcome to the second session of today's, that is aspects of effective curriculum implementation. So, in these last 2 days, we have discussed that there are four stages of curriculum development. First stage is your need analysis stage, second is your design stage, and third stage is your implementation stage. So, in this session, we will be discussing the implementation stage. The implementation stage for the curriculum implementation stage is very important, because in majority of institutions, curriculum implementation means that handing over the slaves to the teachers, to the students, and for teaching, and there ends the story. But it is more than that just handing over the slaves part, or because in most of institutions we use the interchangeably slaves and curriculum, so they say that this is the slaves you are to teach, and now you it is between you and your students. It is often said that if suppose we have an average curriculum, what if it is implemented properly, it is implemented effectively, then it will be giving better results in terms of quality of pass out students, means our student will become employable. But on the other side, if the curriculum is best, you can say that we have designed a very good curriculum, but it is not implemented in the same spirit in which it has been designed, then the desired objectives are not achieved, means our students do not possess the right kind of competencies, they do not become employable. So generally I say that our curriculum is like a doctor's prescription. If we are not feeling well, we go to a doctor, and if we do not follow the doctor's prescription in right spirit, then the consequences comes before us, in terms of that we are not feeling better. So similarly, if the curriculum is not implemented in the right spirit in which it has been designed, then the consequences of not implementing the curriculum properly, effectively, becomes before us, like that the students are not employed. Students do not have the competencies expected by the industry. Whatever we will be teaching, that the students will not be grasping the things. So, my dear friend, this stage is very important, that we must implement our curriculum in the right spirit in which it has been designed. Then, so what do you mean by curriculum implementation? So, first of all, what is the meaning of curriculum implementation? Means putting into practice the syllabus and the subjects, the courses, means when the students are actually learning, the students are going to the classes, students are going to the workshops, students are going to the labs, then we say that our curriculum is being implemented, because it is very important that students learning takes place. students learning takes place means the students acquire required knowledge, skill, and attitude. We are saying again and again that students acquire KSA, the relevant knowledge, the relevant skills, and relevant attitudes. So, teachers are there to facilitate the learning of the students. Although we say that our teaching learning that the students are actually learning when curriculum is present. Our curriculum should be outcome based. Means whatever we are teaching, students actually learn, and with that learning, they are able to perform something in the industry. So, curriculum implementation takes place when students acquire knowledge, students acquire skills, and students acquire skills. Then during implementation, teachers and students interact in a learner friendly environment. It is also very important that because generally teachers come, just teach and go. I think now there is a paradigm shift in that teaching learning process, that teachers interact with the students interact with the teacher in a learner friendly environment. If students have any doubt, they have any problem, then they can approach the teacher, they can interact with the teacher and learn the things. So during implementation, it is very important that teacher students interact in a learner friendly environment. They do not have any, the students do not have any hesitation that if I will ask this thing from the teacher, then teacher will be snubbing me or like that. So teacher should be student friendly, because now the students has taken the center stage. We are saying that our curriculum should be student oriented, where teacher facilitates the learning of the students. So this is what the curriculum implementation means, that it should be implemented effectively. Then who are responsible for the effective implementation of the curriculum? May some of my friends can just tell me that what they think, that who are responsible for the implementation of the curriculum? Yes.
The program chair, the HOD, the director, the vice chancellor, or academic people are accountable in order to ensure that the curriculum is being delivered properly.
So, as Mohapatra was saying, that who are responsible for effective implementation of the curriculum. So, sir said rightly that our principal, our director is responsible, our HOD is responsible, our uh, respective teachers are responsible for managing various activities relating to effective curriculum implementation. For what? For producing right quality of technical men. We all are there in any academic institution. Our principal, director is there, HOD is there, faculty is there. So ultimately, by implementing the curriculum effectively, we are to produce right quality of technical manpower, which is who are employable, who are employable. So we will be discussing that what is the role of a principal or director. So principal or director is responsible to manage physical, human, informational, and financial resources for the effective implementation of curricula leading to gainful employment of students at institute level. Our director or principals, they are responsible for the gainful employment of students at the institute level. At the institute level, we have some physical resources, we have infrastructure, we have human resources, faculty, uh, then staff, technical, non-technical, all type of staff is there. We have informational resources, we have libraries, books and all that. Then we have at the disposal of principal some financial resources are there, recurring and non-recurring. So he or she is using all these resources for the effective implementation of curricula leading to gainful employment of students at the institute level. So it is very important that how our top leadership takes the lead so that our students get the gainful employment of students, gainful employment in the industry, in the world of work. I think you all agree with this, sir.
Very rightly said, sir.
Rightly said, sir. Then what is the role of HOD? Because some of my respective HODs are there. Uh, they have also joined. So, how you are thinking that what is your role in this uh, effective curriculum implementation? Anyone, please?
HOD must take feedback time to time from different stakeholders, like student, like peers.
Yes, that they should take feedback from all the stakeholders so that our students are employable at the department level. This is what I think, that our HODs are responsible for managing the resources, because at the same resources are available at the department level, although limited, and relevant resources are available at department level for providing appropriate learning experiences to the students, leading to the development of professional competencies. Professional competence means whatever our learning outcomes are there for gainful employment of students at department level. Ultimately, HOD is looking after that the students at department level, maybe civil, maybe electrical engineering, maybe mechanical, electronics, computer, that there his or her students at the department level, they are employable, providing such type of learning experiences, motivating the faculty, giving them the appropriate learning experiences. Rightly said one of my friends that getting the feedback from the stakeholders, that what type, although sometimes because we have even discussed in the previous sessions that your curriculum may be obsolete. Obsolete means your curriculum has not been updated from last 5 6 years, and some new changes have been uh, are coming in the industry, and you have to prepare the students as per the needs of the industry. So you will be giving extra learning experiences besides the curriculum which has been written, because that is you have to teach for your that university or board exam. But can we take lead that the other competencies required by the industry, can we teach those are competencies also to the students so that they become employable, so that they become employable at the department level. Agreed, sir? Then third is your teacher. Your director or principal is there, your HOD is there. Then the kingpin of the classroom instruction is our teachers. Our respective teachers, they are responsible to manage the instruction in theory and practice to develop the appropriate competencies as per the requirement of the word of work in the relevant subject at the classroom level. If I am teaching a subject in structural mechanics, I am teaching a subject in concrete technology, or I am teaching a subject in water resources, then I am to see, because every teacher has some responsibility, they are taking some subject. So our teacher's responsibility is there that we develop the appropriate competencies, means the competencies, the skill, the knowledge required by the industry are developed in our students so that they can work in that area when they will be going to the industry. Because we have in our undergraduate program around 40 subjects, and in diploma program we have around 30-35 subjects. So every subject has some purpose. Through every subject we are trying to build some competency, some learning outcomes in the students. So it is primarily responsibility of our teachers that we develop the appropriate competencies for that particular subject, so that at the department level the students have all the competencies required by the industry and they are ready for employment. So that is the our curriculum, effective curriculum implementation. If we are able to the extent possible, manage all these things, then I think our students will become employable. We will be able to prepare a good citizen, because these are the three levels of responsibility: teachers level, HOD level, and our top leadership. So we are all are responsible for this effective implementation of the curriculum. Anyone please, any or you want to share your ideas or your experience, you are most welcome. Let us make it interactive, so that how you feel that whether this is the right way for effective implementation of the curriculum, or how you are implementing.
Implementation requires these involvement of each faculty, HODs, and every faculty members.
Because we all are having some subjects of our relevant branch.
Yes, sir.
So that is our responsibility that we develop the required competencies, because every subject has some course outcomes,
Yes, sir.
right? So that the students, what are after studying that particular subject, they are able to do all these things which have been specified in the course outcomes, and then
Yes.
ultimately our program outcomes are there,
Yes, sir.
right? Yes, Mr. K. Mahavir, he is saying that alumni involvement can be considered. Yes, because they are not directly involved in teaching, but of course, for the feedback we can get from the alumni also, that what was their take on this subject, that is there. Yes, that is easy way of having link to industry. Rightly, Dr. Mahavir ji, that we can link through our alumni with the industry. So these are the three levels who are responsible mainly, primarily for the effective implementation of the curriculum. Then, as yesterday I was saying that when we are implementing our curriculum, then we are to see that our students are given some something that their total development, their development in the totality takes place. Not just that we are giving them our that technical skills, that is your vocational preparation or professional development. In our institution, what we are doing that we are giving them the technical skills, professional development. That is also called vocational preparation. We are preparing the students for the jobs, we are preparing the students for the employment. That of course our technical skills are there. Then besides this, there are some soft skills are also required. Without that, the students will not be able to work in the industry, in the world of work. Generally, and I have written this journal that what that is common to all programs, that we are preparing the students that they should have some knowledge of materials and processes. Every engineering branch, some materials are there, maybe mechanical, electrical, civil, electronics, computer, everywhere. Some chemical, we have some materials and their processes. So our students should have knowledge of materials, then knowledge of processes. Then they must have some knowledge of national and international standards. We have different agencies, like we have Bureau of Indian Standard BIS and international standards. They should have that. What are their these standard by the our regulatory bodies for that particular uh, field? Then the student should have competencies in reading and interpreting drawings. Then the student should be able to troubleshoot the thing, troubleshooting skill. Then we are preparing our students for repair and maintenance. Of course, it depends at what level students are there, but generally, if an undergraduate program is there, then also we give some contents of repair and maintenance so that they can diagnose the problems. Then quality control. As I have earlier said that there are different functional areas in any big industry. Like we have design and drawing section, we have R&D section, then we have shop floor management, we have quality control, then we have marketing and sales, like that. Then there is one we have computer section also. So like that, we try to develop the competencies, these competencies in general for the employment, management, marketing, quality control, then computer handling, then attitudes towards safety, punctuality, etc. So that is what we are trying to give technical skills to our students. Then second is your soft skills. Very important, because even our you must have seen that there is a very important attribute, that is learning to learn skills, or you can say lifelong learning, or continued learning, or problem solving skills. Because in some institution we give very easy problems to the students and they just pass out from the program, but they are not able to have learning to learn skills. Can anybody just here what you understand by this learning to learn skills? Learning to learn. Anyone, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
What are your views about this learning to learn skills?
Learning to learn means I think we should always be ready to learn new technologies and new things in the life,
Very
so
good,
that
sir.
we can be remains updated.
Yes, yes. Learning to learn skills means स्वयं से सीखना.
Yes,
That is what you are saying, that because every day we have new technology, new methods, new materials, new processes. So they should be able to learn the things at their own level. Yes, readiness to learn skills, updating ourselves, because this is our learning to learn skill means your lifelong learning, lifelong learning. So how we can do that? We should give some exercises where the students do those exercises independently, because in majority of institutions what is happening, that only one student solve the problem and all the students have same assignment. So here we will have to think that how we can develop this learning to learn skills by giving different types of assignments, maybe to a group of 5 students, but it should not be one problem for all the students, because then they just copy from each other. Then our students should be able to have this information storage and retrieval. They should be able to work with the computers and general skills of problem solving. You see any document, any industry input, they will say that you develop in the students this problem solving skills, because whatever we are teaching, that it's okay, but through that knowledge and skill there should be continued learning of the students, that they are able to solve the industry's problem, because that they will not be like 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, because they have different type of problems. So we are to develop these learning to learn skills in the students through our curriculum implementation. Then third thing is that communication and interpersonal skills, very important, because when because when the students pass out from the institution and go to the industry, they will not be working individually. They will have to work in a team. They will have to work with others, or they will have to supervise the workforce. So we should give such type of problems in our institutions where the students will be working in team. How to deal with seniors, peers, and juniors. That is very important, because if our students do not know how to deal with their, because their technical skills is there, but these soft skills are also required to be developed in the students through our curriculum. Then, because these are the things which we cannot teach through a subject, but by giving different type of learning experiences to the students. Then development of value and attitudes. One of my friend was saying that what is this universal human values? That is also very very important. That is why so much emphasis is there, that our art students should be given a course on that universal human values, and developing the right attitude in the students. I may be very good in studies, but if I do not have of attitude of working, then nobody can do anything, because in the industry they say that positive attitude is very very important for the employees, for the students. Then written and oral communication, listening skills, how we develop all these skills in our students. Recently, we are designing new curriculum for states, some states, and there we are giving a lot of emphasis on the that our students should be able to communicate. They should be given some time, maybe once in a week or maybe 2 3 days in a week, that they should speak something, maybe for 5 minutes, maybe for 10 minutes, and give them some topic, and they are to prepare and then speak, so that their hesitation is not there. Then report writing, because everywhere we are to report to our seniors through some technical reports. Then leadership and motivation initiatives, leadership and motivation. Our students are motivated, they take the initiatives, because mainly what we see when we give them some that project works, that only 1 or 2 students are doing the work, others are passive. So we have to see that all the students are working. There should be distribution of uh, proper assignments, that these 2 students will be doing this, 2 students will be doing this, and 2 students will be doing this. So we have to develop this initiative or motivation in our students. Interpersonal skills, helping in distress, helping each other in, if some our fellow uh, friend is in distress, have some problem, then our students are there to help, because in these whole in our hostels we used to do all these activities. So this is our third component, which we should try to effectively implement by giving different type of learning experiences. Then fourth is personality development. Personality development doesn't mean that they should be very handsome and like that. Of course, it is there, but they should have also, these things should be developed in our students, that our students are punctual, they are disciplined, they have good health and hygiene, because our students have to work for 8 to 10 hours in the industry. So they should have good health, good physique. They should do yogas or your SS or NCC or other club activities, so that our students have good health, positive attitude. We have to talk commitment. Once the work has been given to the students, then they should be committed that yes, it is my responsibility. Dignity of labor, accountability. जैसे हमारे देयर वाज वन प्रोफेसर, ही यूज्ड टू से दैट कोई भी काम छोटा नहीं है. सो थ्रू अवर वेरियस exercises, various projects, minor, major, and other activities, that we have to develop in our students, that dignity of labor is there, accountability, then self confidence and self expression. Our students should not be aggressive, but at the same time they should have confidence and they should be able to express their self. Sense of responsibility, coping with stress, time, and all that stress, because nowadays everybody has stress. So, how to manage the stress? So, for that, we can give some uh, lectures, expert lecture on like that. That should be, I think, arranged for the students. Concern for wastage and conservation, honesty, time management, and the most important is patriotism. We should be a good citizen of the country and we should have the responsibility towards our country. So That is the some of the points which must be dwelt through our curriculum. That beside their that technical knowledge, they should have all these soft skills also. So, if you have any question or any query, you are most welcome. Yes, please. Yes, Mr. One K. Mahavira. Whether separate courses are to plan for the improvement in personal attributes. Sir, I am not saying that these things can be developed through a subject, but whatever we are teaching, whatever exercises we are giving, because we have now open lectives, multidisciplinary lectives, we have minor project, we have major project, and we have internships, because only yesterday our that union bust was there. So a lot of emphasis has been given on the internship, where all these things will be learned by our students. Very major emphasis is on that our students should go for internship, should go to the industry, where all these things should be developed in the students, because this is part and parcel of our curriculum. Or or you can give some activities, because we have some time for our student center activities. SCA is there. During that, if you want, some expert sessions can be arranged. Any input to change required in the class timetable. Class timetable is that, of course, the you have that fixed time for the classroom teaching, but because we have around 30 to 35 contact hours, and total teaching load, that total time for 1 week is 40 hours per week is there. And so that time, extra time, can be given for all these activities. That is the only thing, that there should be some deliberation, that how we can develop all these things in during that extra time, or during the class sessions. So these are the things which we should try to develop through the uh, effective implementation of our curriculum. Then guidelines for the effective implementation of our curriculum. So first is your analysis of curriculum. When the curriculum, when updated curriculum is handed over to the HOD, to the teachers, then first of all, we should analyze the curriculum. Analyze the curriculum means what new things have been added in the curriculum, what new subject has been added, new lab has been added, and which subject has been removed. Absolute or some absolute things have been removed, and any that some new things have been added in the curriculum, and what has been removed, so that we can decide that what are the new areas, new subject, new contents, new labs, new resources which are required for the implementation. So, whenever we get any updated curriculum, first of all, we should analyze the curriculum, so that everybody knows that in new curriculum, these are the subjects, these are the labs, these are the competencies which are to develop, these are the learning outcomes. So once the curriculum have been analyzed, then the faculty should be oriented. Suppose a new subject on, like I give you an example, that in civil engineering we have introduced a new subject on linked state design. Then who will be teaching that subject? So accordingly, we are to prepare the faculty for that particular subject, for that particular lab, so that, because our that subject maybe in second semester or maybe in the third semester. So accordingly, we have to train our faculty for that particular subject by sending him or her some training. So orientation of faculty and staff is very, very important. Then organization of resources. What are the new resources which are required for the implementation of the your updated or new curriculum? That we should analyze so that we can plan for procuring those resources in phases. If we have a lab, new lab in the fifth semester or in the fourth semester, then we should start right now for procuring those resources, because we will have to go through a proper process. Not like that, just when the fourth semester has come and we will start developing that lab or for procuring those resources. So we will have to think in advance that what are the resources, what are the lab requirement, that we fulfill those requirements before actually starting that a particular subject or particular lab. Then training of faculty. We have already discussed that training and retraining of faculty is very, very important. And at the same time, our faculty should be motivated. Motivated faculty should be there. Some incentives for the faculty as maybe appropriate incentive maybe can be think of for the faculty, because if faculty is your motivated and training and retraining of faculty is taking place like this, we are having this pedagogy program on curriculum development processes. So you can also send your faculty physically in the any institution where you deem fit. Like we have also a lot of programs, this FDP programs, maybe IITs, maybe NIITs. So like that, we will have to think for training and retraining of faculty for the new areas, for their training in the pedagogy. Then preparation of instructional resources. This is also very important, because when we have new labs or new subject, then the instructional material that may not be readily available for that particular subject. So can we think of preparing in advance some that instruction material, maybe audiovisual aids, like we have we prepare the video films, we have some models, charts like that, so that proper delivery of the instruction takes place and the students have some instruction material for the for learning that particular subject. Then monitoring of teaching learning process. It is also important, because although we have teaching learning processes taking place, but whether actually learning is taking place or not, that is also very important. Whether whatever we are trying to build competencies in the our students, that actually the students get those skills, get those knowledge and attitude. Then these are the factors affecting uh, affecting our effective implementation of the curriculum. We have already talked availability of trained and motivated faculty. Our faculty should be motivated. That is very, very important, that it is up to our individual institution that how they motivate the faculty. Then efforts of training and retraining of faculty. Also, we discussed incentives provided to the teachers, because many institutions have some schemes that if a teacher have this best project work or best that have maximum employment in their area, then there may be some incentive to the teachers. Then availability of appropriate physical resources, because when we talk about the resources, then we will have to think that whether the physical resources which have been given in curriculum, because in curriculum we give that these are the minimum resources which must be procured, which must have any institution for the effective implementation of the curriculum. So how you will be procuring all those physical resources? Then networking with the industry or other organization. Now, one thing is very, very important, that there should be some optimum utilization of the resources. So, can we have some network with the industry, with some other organizations for sharing our resources, so that we have optimum utilization of the resources? Maybe some institution in one city is there. Can we utilize the resources of each other? Because there are some guidelines has been prepared by even UGC, that how to utilize the resources optimally. Then availability of appropriate library. Because when any NBA team comes, or when you go for NBA accreditation or NAC accreditation, then all these things are very, very important. Whether you have that resources as per that informational sources as per AICT, whether you have all the that faculty as per AICT norm. Can anyone just share that what are the faculty student ratio for our uh, engineering colleges, undergraduate programs, and polytechnics? Can anyone give some idea that what will be the faculty student ratio? Yes, ma'am. Yes, Deepraj.
So I think, sir, it should be 15 is to 1, sir. Means one faculty, 15 student.
For engineering college,
Engineering colleges, sir.
no. Now it has been raised to one faculty for 20 students.
20.
20. And for the polytechnic, it is 1 to 25. So, because AICT goes on updating all these requirements from time to time, but I think that presently for polytechnic it is 1 to 25, and in the engineering college 1 for our this 20 students in the engineering college.
So regarding faculty to student ratio, I have one doubt.
Yes,
They are counting the department-wise student faculty ratio, or the whole university or engineering college
it
faculty
is
ratio?
department wise. It is department wise, because when NBA team comes, then they take some ratio in for the first year common, but otherwise it is for the department wise.
Okay. So, but I here many places I heard that it is they are looking for whole university, how many students are there, how many faculties are there. On that basis,
No,
they are.
that
Hmm.
may be there, but when you go for that NBA accreditation, it is
Hmm.
department wise
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
as per AICT norms.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Then development of instructional material by the faculty and providing appropriate learning experiences to the students. What type of learning experiences we are providing to the students, that is very, very important. Because if we want that our students should be competent, our students should be employable, then we should think that the learning experiences which we are giving to the student, that should be appropriate as per the requirements of the industry. Because when we talk to the industry, they say that what you are teaching, some out lot of things are not required by the industry. And what when industry says that what is required by the industry, that you are not teaching, so there is some gap. So we will have to bridge that gap by giving appropriate learning experiences, maybe in the industry, maybe in the institution. One of my friend was saying that what are the guidelines for that internship, because if we have, after first year, the student should be sent for internship, maybe 4 to 6 weeks, that they are not looking for very big industry. Because after first year, when students will be going to the for this internship, or for this, you can say, industrial training, then they should go for some small uh, work benches. Like I will give you one example, that a student of civil engineering, in the first year, we teach them that building materials, and there is one brick, ईंट, हम उनको पढ़ाते हैं. Then can we send our students to a brick kiln? Because in every small town, village, there will be a brick kiln. The students can go to a brick kiln and learn everything about the brick manufacture. Like similarly, electrical engineering students can go to a good substation, or mechanical students can go to a that workshops, because in every small town or village these are available. So I will be discussing all these things in very detail while discussing that networking with the industry. So how we can give appropriate learning experiences to the students by sending them to the industry. So these are the things I want to discuss for this effective implementation of the curriculum. With reference to learning experience to students, sir, can you comment on the feasibility of mandatory internship training for engineering students as per NEP? It's not easy for all students to get the internship in industry, considering the large number of students trying for the same. When, my dear friend, we are talking about this mandatory internship or training, uh, then sometimes we think that we are to send our students to very big industry. When I am just giving you example that there is small workbench involvement is there of the students, where we can send the students. Like we have recommended that students can go to a substation after first year, maybe 4 to 6 weeks, or he or she can have that in his or her home, how the electrical wiring has been done, what are the different types of switches, or he or she can go to market and collect the information that what type of switches are available, what type of cables are available, so that students know the ABC of that particular branch, that what is happening in the market. They have some interest that yes, like if I'm talking of students of civil engineering, because we teach them timber, can the student go to a timber market and have that how timber is being seasoned, what type of timbers is available, what type of plywood is available, what are the size, what is the rate. So after first year, like then second year, whatever subjects we have taught, then they can go for that. So, because as you are saying that large number of students are trying for the same, that even we have some reason that some in-house training can be given to the students if the students, all the students are not getting that internship. But nowadays, for that internship, we will have to make the efforts. We will have to, because generally, what is happening that we just give one cyclostyle paper to the students that you have this internship and you go to the industry. But that is not the case. First of all, we will have to explore that what type of industry is there, how we can send our students for this internship, what will be the modalities, what will be the guidelines. So we do not have proper guidelines for this internship. I will be sharing those guidelines that how we should send the students for that their internship in that my session in on networking with the industry. Sure, please, Mahavira, you